What's up, alchemist? This is a collective reading. I'm going to touch on a few things right off the bat before we even get into the channeled messages that came up in the meditation that I wrote down to confirm whether or not this reading is for you. If you just recently had an argument over the phone via text between last night and today, this message is for you. If you've noticed that you've been bruising easily, and which, by the way, is a circulation issue, and there's issues with movement. You need to move, you need to walk, you need to exercise, you need to not be sitting down for extended periods of time. This message is for you if you're bruising easily. If you are a Virgo, if you have a Virgo moon, if you have moon in the 8th house, if you have an Aries moon, this message is for you. If you have been in denial about needing reading glasses or glasses, period, this message is for you. I'll get into how to get around the glasses because there's definitely another way to address that. Especially if we're talking about reading glasses, I'll try to remember to get back to that. If you recently had a child, niece, or nephew that was diagnosed with autism, or you believe that they might be autistic, this message is for you. If you've been wanting to present something to the public or put something out there, present something at work, launch a product, and you've been struggling with that, caught up in perfectionism, this message is for you. If you have a grandparent or a parent that has transitioned to the other side and you notice within a year of them passing a glow up in your career, this message is for you. If you have a pet that has transitioned in the last year, this message is for you as well. Oh, and if you are a Capricorn or an Aquarius, there's messages here for you in reference to karma, which we'll get into also. And if you have all white furniture or you plan on purchasing all white furniture, these messages are for you as well. So before we get into the channeled messages that I wrote out or tinker with the astro dice, let's just go over some of the things that came up in the meditation for this reading. For one, there's a big message about forcing it. Oh, there goes the confirmation, and I was starting to get a chill before I even got the message out. So let me explain to you how this message of not forcing it came up last night. I started this reading last night, and I wanted to challenge myself to do a reading and post it the same day. I went through my whole normal process of what I do to prepare to deliver messages, and by the time I started recording it, I just wasn't feeling it. It felt forced. But remember, and stay with me, there's a message on you all not forcing it here. Remember, I said I wanted to challenge myself to do a reading and post it the same day. So I still kind of tried to push through. As I tried to move forward with the reading, I just realized, no, I'm forcing it. Let me stop. I didn't finish the reading. I said I'll pick up where I left off today. And when I stopped the recording, I saved it to listen back. And when I went to play the reading back, there was no audio. So I'm getting a chill from that. So had I forced the reading when I didn't want to do it, when I wasn't feeling it anyway, I would have put all that time and energy into something that I wouldn't have been able to use. So now let me come back to you guys and forcing it, especially for my creatives. There is pressure that you all are feeling right now to produce, but there is no point in succumbing to that pressure and producing something that you're going to be embarrassed by, that is not a true representation of you, that you're going to look back and regret putting out. You're going to have to put your foot down on making the powers that be respect your creative process. And that could be, when I say creative, that could be with social media, that could be with music, that could be with something you're doing creative at work. That could be you putting pressure on yourself. Let me get this out here so I can make this money, whatever. And trust me, I understand it is easier said than done. Okay. So with that message out, let's see what of my channeled messages. Oh, I wasn't even trying. This Mace and Cam keeps coming out Okay. So because I was turning it away from me. So, you know, even though I can't see from where I'm sitting, but you guys can't tell that I can't see what's in the box. Anyways, I'm trying to shake up these messages, pull some messages. I don't like how everything that's on top came back out. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to roll with it. Fine, fine, fine. AQ and Virgo energy in the building. Cancer energy in the building. Communication is key, is standing out. You're being hesitant to say something to a spouse or someone you're in a relationship with. And this thing that you're afraid about speaking up about is actually creating more problems with you not speaking up. Say what you got to say to your partner. And just if you truly believe this person cares about you and that you believe this relationship is what it is, then you should trust that their response is going to be one that you're okay, that you're comfortable with. Mason Cam again. So some of you all watching this message either watched pile 3 or 1 in my end of year reading, or if you have not watched the end of year reading, pile 3 or 1, you may be drawn to because Mason Cam came up in that reading. Now, this is going back to the message of not forcing it. Some of you all are collaborating with someone where you're feeling pressure to keep up with them or a pressure to meet a deadline or a timeline that the other person put in place. I feel like it's the Virgo or the more disciplined or organized person in this group that is trying to press this deadline. I respect what they're trying to do in terms of meeting the deadline, having some structure. But when we're talking about something creative, because right now you guys are in a channel flow, creative flow, you're not going to always be able to force it, especially because right now, the date that I'm recording this, November 25th, 2024, Mercury just went retrograde today. So there's going to be some hiccups and delays. There's going to be some revisions and going back over things before moving forward. So you're going to have to use your charm and your gift of communication to articulate to this person why you all need to slow down, why that deadline is not realistic. Some of you have some grandparents or parents on the other side getting getting a massive chill from that. So for one, they want me to mention that I do have a mediumship reading that's going to be coming out soon for you all. So I'm not going to get into too many of the messages from the passed on loved one. I'll save that for that reading, but I do want you to know that they are blessing you in the area of career because they really want you to have stability. They understand that stability is going to allow you to have better self-care, better attention to your children, or attracting the right romantic partner and what have you. Also, okay, I'm going to say it. They're not crazy about your romantic choices, and they may be showing you that through ways of you getting bored with this person, or they're showing you signs that you're ignoring about your romantic choices because they're not crazy about what you're choosing. They feel like you're settling and you're kind of moving out of desperation. All right, I said it. That's why it's called AQ Alchemy. Let's tinker with the astro dice and see what's coming in with the astro dice. What messages do we have for this collective? What messages do we have for this collective? Most important, strongest messages. More Cancer energy. You all see that over there? Hey, Cancers, Cancer, sun, moon, rising. I'm getting a chill from that. I think that's Saturn. Pretty sure that's Saturn. Let's see. Yep, that's Saturn. So Capricorn energy in the building. They want me to talk about the mirrored karma. Okay, I'm going to get into that in just a second. But more Libra energy in the building. I don't know if I said that earlier, but yes, Libra energy here. And it's a lot of Cancer energy here. Also, some of you all were born on the 1st, 4th, or the 24th. Or you're a 7 in numerology, and it's actually triple Libra energy. You guys missed some Libra stuff that came up earlier, but there's triple Libra energy. What's hiding over here? And more Virgo energy. Yeah, so heavy on the Virgo, Libra, Cancer. Let's talk about this mirrored karma. This was something I thought about making a completely separate collective reading on, and you guys can let me know in the comments if you feel I should. But how many of you are going to know who's talking trash about you and who has their karma coming back to them for how they treated you or some situation that you were in with someone, is you're going to literally see what you were going through. I'm hearing for a lot of you all a year ago, what you were going through, they now are having a mirrored situation. A mirrored situation. You all have to work with me because Mercury is going retrograde today, so I'm working to get these words out, okay? But for those with heavy Saturn placements, so Capricorn, Aquarius, not only do you see a lot of mirrored karma coming back to people, but you also have to be careful yourself as well. So while we see people karma come back to them, and I mean, we get to most of the time witness it, popcorn out, full live premiere, right? At the same time, that rule applies to us too, where when we do something wrong, a lot of times we see that karma come back to us very quickly and check us. So there are some of you where you're just sitting up like surprised at what you're watching. Like, man, I literally went through this last year. I literally went through this during the pandemic, or I literally went through this in the summer. And now you see this same person going through it. And what you don't know is that person is going through it because they judged you. They had comments about your situation. They did not sympathize. They thought they were above what happened to you. And now they're going through it. Yeah, I was struggling to get that out. But I'm getting massive chills from that. So I know that that was a huge part of this collective. Let me know how that, for those of you who feel comfortable sharing, let me know how that's playing out on you guys' end. This is applying for some of you all with a romantic interest too. What else for the collective? I don't want to make this too long, you all, because I feel like those were the, okay. Let's talk real quick. You know what? Yeah, let's talk real quick about some of the messages that came up in the beginning that I told you all I would expound on. For those of you all that have been bruising easily, and I mentioned that this is a circulation issue, it is important that you guys start to incorporate more movement. If you have a job where you're doing a lot of driving or where you're sitting down for extended periods of time, you need to get out and walk. You need to get out and ride a bike. You need to get to the gym. You need to do some push-ups at night, something to get the blood flowing, something to make sure that you get your circulation back to a good place, because this can transform into blood clots. So we're addressing it now early on. Take it seriously. Random bruises where you're like, man, I don't even remember hitting anything. Why is this bruise here? That is a circulation issue. Some of you all have a sibling that is expecting a child, or you will be hearing about a sibling expecting a child soon. The sibling could be a Capricorn too, or you could be a Capricorn. Those of you who are fighting these glasses or having challenges with your eyesight, before I give this advice, I have to say, to cover my own behind, I am not a doctor. So seek advice or medical attention, whatever, from a professional in reference to this issue. Now, with that said, in reference to what I have done to keep my eyesight sharp and on point, and if I notice things start to randomly get fuzzy for me, spirulina is great for the eyesight in combination with raw organic coconut oil. The spirulina also is really good for the eyesight, is really good for cholesterol. Some of you all are dealing with cholesterol issues too, so I'm throwing that out there. And hey, since there's so much Libra energy here in this reading, for those of you all who are just looking to get your glow back, maintain your youthful appearance, that spirulina and coconut oil are both great for that as well. And as far as the spirulina, how much would I tell you to take? Like a heaping teaspoon. So California, Hawaii, if it's sourced from those two areas, then I give it a thumbs up. Also, whoever this is bringing you flowers every day, they're finessing you. See past the charm and pay attention to the things that truly matter to you. Pay attention to what you're feeling. Pay attention to your dreams. There are messages that are trying to come through your dreams as well. Might be connected to this the upsetting phone call. Okay, all right. I'm going to touch on the upsetting phone call or text really quick, I guess. Some of you all are dealing with headache or migraine, probably on the left front side of your head. Just had that come through, and this might have occurred after that argument as well, in terms of the pain or pain over your left eye as well. Twitching, pain, a headache in the left eye area. What about the argument? You know, the argument told you a lot of things, so you can cool off, and after things simmer down, not be honest with yourself if you want to, but the argument in the text message told you a lot of things, so it's up to you if you want to keep going through that or not. Oh, real quick, there is someone with a flower shop or some type of business with flowers. Don't give up, honey. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, but if you're going to keep going, which I think you should, you need to be aware of how you're moving, who you're moving with, how you're treating people. Like, you can't ask for all these good things and not be good yourself. Ooh, hey, so when I give these stingy, like a bee, messages, it's with love. I just feel like it's not enough readers out here being honest. It's just like, oh, everyone that's listening to the message is so perfect and nice. Like, no, we all have things we have to work on. Okay, rant over, and back to some closing messages. Let's see what closing messages we have to wrap up this collective reading. I'm not looking in the box. I wish you all could see that my eyes are closed. We'll do it this way, so it's not facing me. Boop, boop. What's that? Masculine energy. Okay, this masculine energy, I feel like, goes right back to, I'm also seeing the solar plexus, presenting yourself, putting yourself out there, being confident, being a boss, making your own money. What's this that fell out? Khalees. Okay, Leo energy in the building too. Woo. Okay, I'm getting chills from Khalees, which I also feel like definitely, you know what I love about her is there is, to me, such a dope balance between feminine and masculine with her. There are many of you all that are very feminine that are now stepping into your masculine manifesting energy. Do not let negative opinions cause you to hesitate on putting yourself out there. Let me tell you something. The people with negative opinions are usually people that don't have anything noteworthy going on in their own life, that don't have the courage to dare step out and do what it is that you're trying to do, that people couldn't pay $1 million for anyone to want to listen to, watch, or buy product. So why would you let their cloud put a shadow on your light? That is the closing message. I have a goal by my birthday, which is the end of January, to get to 1,000 subscribers. So hitting the like button, subscribing, commenting definitely is encouraging for me as well. All of these things help push this video out to other people that need to hear this message and help my channel grow. So I appreciate the subscribes, the likes, the comments. I'm speaking for the whole collective courage. And as I said that, look at that, I accidentally flipped the astro dice over to Sag. I just want to encourage you all that you got this, but in order to get it, you have to have the courage to be authentic. Yes. That's the final message, you all. Have the courage to be authentic. Okay, I'm wrapping it up there. Yep, that's it. I appreciate you all sticking around for this message. I will see you all on the next one.